Hello Internet, we are days away from the much anticipated Cover Corporation FY2025 Q4 and yearly report. In my previous video, I mentioned how Cover must clear 17.4 billion yen to meet their Q4 forecast. That's right, Q4 has to be a banger, and in this case, Cover Corporation must clear 17.4 billion yen to meet their Q4 forecast.
What the fuck?
That has not changed, yet despite this forecast, their upward revision memo paints a completely different picture. We can assume that the forecasted number of 42 billion yen is accurate based upon their upward revision, and Cover will stand to make approximately 13.13 billion yen in Q4 based upon this forecast. And for those of you trying to figure out how I got to this number, you basically take the 42 billion upward revision number and subtract the previous 3 quarters, and there you go. Current projections based upon the available information show Cover will miss their EPS forecast for the second consecutive quarter and also the second consecutive year in a row of missing their second consecutive quarter of Q3 and Q4, logging in approximately 28.18 yen a share. Despite the monumental success of the Hololive brand, Cover Corporation has been masking an issue that few people see or understand. Ever since the company went public, expectations were high, so the public investors bought shares at an inflated price. Since Q1 of 2023, the company has continued to see its valuation decline despite the revenue numbers being posted that are showing increases. This typically is disturbing to investors because the questions become, where's the money going? What does this mean to the shares that I've bought? And does this mean that the shares I bought are worth less than what I paid for? And why hasn't the company done something to resolve this? For a while now, Cover has concealed these misses, and most investors have been able to fall for the honey trap with the QR presentation and materials because they have taken the material and mixed in the revenue numbers with the year-end numbers and only reference Q4 when the Q4 numbers serve to promote a positive image. Now for key points, I'd like you to watch out for this. Watch out for how they present the material. Pay attention very closely to the constructive narrative. If the presentation is like last year, the yearly report presentation material will bury all the Q4 data between the pages and promote positive growth statistics to minimize its relevance. We've been told for a while now that projects like HoloEarth are beginning to draw capital from the company's overall revenue. Q3 has provided us with the clearest picture of just how much the company has invested from their bottom line. And this is just to get HoloEarth over the finish line to being a minimally viable product for its 1.0 version release. Depreciation and amortization, along with wording like intangible digital assets, will be the primary terms used to catalog and track these digital assets as they are related to and worked on within HoloEarth and Hololive in general. Being able to identify these digital assets will allow us to follow the amount that is being spent and give us an idea of how much is actually being dedicated to the continued support and development for this project. Now, one extremely large cause for concern that I will be keeping an eye out for is the possible exploitation of user-generated content. And the reason why I'm calling it exploitation is as follows. I am watching to see if there is going to be a sudden or continued push for user-generated content for this coming year, especially within the HoloEarth and metaverse outlet and ecosystem. Hololive intends on using this to gain cheaply created IP content by using creator incentives, which counts as taxable income for the creator, in order to get creators to publish their content within the metaverse ecosystem. And the reason why I call it exploitation is because it is cheaper to be able to give quote unquote incentives to people in the public community, as opposed to hiring a freelance employee or hiring a regular employee in order to do these same jobs. Guys, trust me when I say that there are pages of other things I could also talk about. And I'll be keeping my eyes open. And once the information drops, I will add those to the list of things that I will be discussing. As this is a preview, I feel that this is a good place to stop. Since we have hit on several key points, Hololive will need to address walking into the closing of the fiscal year of 2025 and going into fiscal year 2026. Unlike other content creators, I will be doing a thorough breakdown of the report once it is dropped and is available to the public. And I'll be covering the positives and negative aspects, and I won't be trusting an AI to give me the bullet points that I can then post on my blog for falseeyed to read for reference. So, in closing, Cover Corporation's Hololive is at a murky crossroads. Even the stock market doesn't quite know what to make of it. With 5 days left until the report release, investors are either bearish or playing the wait and see game with the stock price. There is a general lack of enthusiasm, which has allowed short sellers to commandeer the stock price, which is why we have seen the share price go up and down and up and down, but it has only broken the very first resistance line going up twice since the Q3 report. So we're just going to have to wait and see. Will Hololive's Q4 report put it over the line and bring back that luster that was once that shiny star that we all loved and enjoyed? We'll find out in a few days. Until then, this is Marko Yamashita signing off. Peace.